everyone. I am Austin Eller, and it's been a little while since I've had anything here on this frame skip channel. Gonna do something a little different today. I figured I'd just throw some content up on the feed and see what happens. Um, I just got a racing wheel within the past couple weeks and have been trying to learn how to play Automobilista 2, which is a pretty decent sim racing PC game out right now. One of the big ones, along with iRacing and Assetto Corsa and a few others. But I wanted to see how this turns out, so I'm not going to stream super long, just a fair warning ahead of time. But I'm just genuinely curious if the camera is going to be super shaky, how the sound's going to be with the force feedback wheel below me, if it's going to be shaking things around too much, or if this is actually feasible to stream. I'm going to be playing a lot of sim racing games over the next few weeks and certainly months as I get used to this wheel and kind of figure out how to play these games properly with a wheel. I've always wanted to own a racing wheel. I've been playing Gran Turismo essentially since I was a child, and having one now, it's just a whole different thing to learn. I think I'm a little hot. Let's turn that down. So we'll have some mic things to work on. Normally I'm closer to my mic, but since I'm going to be sitting kind of far back here so that I can use this wheel, it's going to be a little different than normal. So we'll see how this goes. Yeah. So I'm just going to throw us into Road Atlanta, what I've been mostly testing on. I am not going to do any actual races. I'm just going to do some laps in practice. Been trying different kind of speed cars, and it's been helpful for me to figure out driving lines and brake times, that sort of thing. So I am looking if I can find it. There's a so that's it. So I've been using this Audi a lot. Practice. This has been a good practice car for me. And you know what? I'm actually going to turn on time progression. I'll do 5 times so that we can see a little time change. I've never actually done any of the time progression at all. I've just kind of left it static. So I'm curious to see what this game is like in nighttime and kind of evening driving. So I guess now's the time to find out here. I'm gonna turn off. We'll see how this goes. I'm gonna turn off. Here we are. The driving line. I kind of have got this track memorized. So we'll see how this goes. I may do horrible. I haven't ran this track today, so it may take me a minute to kind of get up to speed. But again, that's why we're just kind of practicing. This whole, I think, really next few weeks is going to be me figuring out this wheel and sim racing in general. This is going to be the game I'm going to spend the most amount of time on. I do have Dirt Rally 2 as well that I also want to have some fun with, but of course this game is very different than Dirt Rally, so we're just going to kind of take it nice and slow here. The speed limit. Oh. No. Okay. I entered that corner a little too fast. Back on here. Alright. Let's try that again. thing I like about this track is it's relatively simple. Not a whole lot to it. Still not doing exactly great, but after turning the driving light off, honestly, I would have expected worse than what I'm doing. Alright. This is the only corner I'm not positive on my brake timing yet. It depends on the car, of course, and the speed you're going. Alright. This corner used to kill me when I first started. This one I think is the worst. This is the one I just spun out on a minute ago. Alright. That was a little better that time. Good. Alright. I think I would die if I drove like this in real life. Alright. Not sure how fast I can enter that corner. It wasn't bad. This one's a low speed chicane here. I guess that's considered a chicane, I'm not sure, actually, now that I think about it. Alright. Lose traction a little. Alright. So I think I kind of got the timing, at least for this car, for that brake line back there. The little red bar on the wall, I feel like as long as I start braking at that point, I'm usually pretty good. And again, today I'm just doing some laps. I'm not going to be doing any actual racing. I feel like, based off all of the videos I've watched so far on sim racing, that's kind of the recommendation, is just kind of figure out your lines, figure out your braking and controls. Don't necessarily focus on defensive, progressive maneuvers. Alright. I feel like at least when it comes to Road Atlanta, I'm not doing too bad. If I can... Oh, that was a little too fast. I say that. This is, of course, a faster car. But I was driving a Mitsubishi Lancer for a while, and that's a slower vehicle. I felt like I was ready to bump it up. And this Audi's been a good test for me. Alright. Like, I'm losing a little more traction than I'd like. Maybe I'm pushing a little too hard right now. feel like I'm slowing down a little more in that corner than I should be. And this one, I can't quite figure out how fast I can enter that corner at. Likewise, this one seems to be problematic for me too. Oh. Right. We're just gonna reset. There we are. Little too fast. Traction. Okay. Too bad, my line was horrible. I'm sure I'm still not doing anywhere near as well as my fastest lap. Alright. I don't know when I need to be braking there. I can't quite tell. Almost lost it. Alright. See if we can beat at least our previous lap. I don't think I'm gonna be beating it. Nope. Alright. Can I restart? Oh, I can't. Wasn't sure if there's a way to restart for timing purposes. Let's go around again. Too focused on changing my view. Not sure which one I want to use right now. I do like... Alright, let's just focus. Getting around and see if we can get a good lap in here. I was a better line that time. Alright. Yeah. If I hit triangle. Alright. I can get through this. Let's see if I can get a decent lap in without spinning out. Oh, that was a horrible line. Okay. Of my fastest lap right now, but I don't know if that's my fastest lap ever or just my fastest session. Ugh. Nope. Came in too hot. think it does show if you turn around in VR. I'm not sure, actually. I don't think I've tried that. Alright. Pushing a little too hard. Let's see. Get back around here. Steer. Alright. Just now it invalidated my lap time? Oh, jeez. That was a bad way to start. Man, I cannot get through this properly. That corner is horrible. Figure out when to brake there. Get around the track one more time. I'm getting a little too floppy, not paying attention to my line. Alright. Can feel it really fighting around that corner when you're going fast. It's crazy. Alright, okay. Gonna focus. Getting around this freaking track. I need to make sure I brake soon enough here. For some reason, I cannot figure that out. Alright, that was a little low speed, but we at least got through it. Alright. Too bad. Alright, this is my, like, arch nemesis here. Alright. Alright, so far so good. I don't want to jinx it. Alright. That was finally a good lap. See if we can improve. Or I'm a little behind where I was. Not by much though. I'm a little too wide. Alright. Oh. No, it's gonna make me lose it. Jeez. A little too aggressive around that corner. Just glad I got a lap in. I'm just doing god awful right now, but I guess since I've already lost this lap, essentially, I'm not quite as focused as I should be. Alright, let's throw this stuff all off. Alright, I want to try to at least improve on that time a little bit before I stop the stream. Again, I just wanted to see how this looked. Wasn't planning on streaming this very long, but if this looks and works well, may do some more streams of this in the future. I'm not quite sure. I'm wondering if the noise of the wheel is going to come across to the microphone, although it may not even be loud enough to hear because of the engine noise. God, I keep going into that corner way too hot. Right. I can never quite tell how hot I can go into this corner either. I feel like I've taken it pretty fast. Alright. This is it. Let's do it. No, or not. God dang it, man. Why am I not... I've got to figure out why I'm not hitting that line correctly there. Alright, we'll reset, because I can't get back on the freaking track. This section I at least feel pretty confident in. I'm not doing as bad here now like I was at the start. For some reason I'm having issues with that ladder section. Right. One of these days I will get through that corner. Not spinning out. Alright. All I want to do, enter this at a really high speed. As high as I can get it here. Alright, let's see. Alright, when the heck do I brake? I just play it safe? Yeah. got our left turn coming up into our... Now I've lost control. That was a totally different problem. It's turning too much at a too high of a speed. I'm wondering if I need to turn the driving line back on so I can see what I'm doing wrong. Everything else I'm doing pretty, for the most part, pretty decent at. I feel like my brake timing's not too bad. My lines are not too bad. Alright, I did that a little slow, but it is what it is. Not too interested in keeping this lap time. Oh, ran out of gas. Can I get to the pits? Hey! That was good timing. Isn't doing anything? No. I don't know. How do I don't know how this works. What am I doing? Okay. I don't know what that is. Alright, well. It was a good shot. I mostly, like I said at the top of the stream, I want to go back and look at how this looked and sounded more than anything. So this wasn't really planned to be like a super long stream or anything. But if it turns out well, check it out again and see if we can stream some more of this. Because like I said, I'm going to be playing a lot of these racing games in the coming days and weeks as I figure all this out. As you can clearly tell, I have a lot to learn. So, all right, we'll stop it.